Give me a good fight. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch him up.
Round number 1 scheduled for 12.
Juarez's people have been vocal.
First minute of the fight, Barrera's beating him to the punch.
And that's a trap that Juarez can't let himself get in, and he just got nailed with a left hook.
Juarez right in front of him, not moving, and Barrera takes that as an invitation to come in. He said that he had to open fast and box fast from the get-go, but he's not. Definitive first round for him. WBC super featherweight champion of the world. This is a rematch of a... Just outside the reach of Rocky. Now Rocky tries to come in and now mixes it up on the inside a bit. Hands get tied up, then he broke them.
Good, he's off to the sides, he's moving on angles, and then...
Round number 3, scheduled for 12. Marco Antonio Barrera to the left of your screen. Rocky Juárez now to the left of your screen. Barrera from just taking rounds by outboxing him. That time Barrera reaches him with a jab again. Rocky, yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Body shots by Juárez are starting to register them a little bit.
And that's what he needs to do. Goes with the right hand lead that time, falls short, but the left hand doesn't. Maybe hunting him just a little bit. I mean, you're talking about a fighter at very top class level.
Secondary way to attack here. No, they're not landing solid, but...
And you said that from the get-go, Dave, that he'd have to take more chances. Went downstairs, and I said they didn't score, but he said at least he's doing something different.
Try, throw 2 jabs, make him react, and then get inside. Take that chance, but try something.
Rocky beat him with a punch in that combination. So on my score sheet...
Starting the exchanges from closer in. So now those jabs are not coming up 5 inches short. Now Barrera has to react to Juarez, and he's not...
The difference in winning and losing this fight, he sort of gave away those rounds.
And he looked very sharp. Juarez has to take that comfort away with the pressure, and he's trying to do that. See who would land the first good shot. Now Juarez with an uppercut.
All right, here we go to round 6. This is scheduled for 12, and the way it's going...
And that gave Barrera the opportunity to rifle in 2 hooks. And Barrera has done that a little bit more than Juarez.
Well, there's a series of punches by Barrera that are good. A sneaky right-hand lead. Rocky comes back with a shot that falls short. When I say he doesn't like it, he doesn't like a guy hitting somebody behind the ear.
Greatest shots in the world. Anything to slow Barrera down for later.
Barrera willing to catch. He plants and comes with the uppercut. Boy, he invited him in for that one. And if Marco Antonio Barrera has lost a little bit with age...
I still think Juarez is in a little better position than he was the first fight. Maybe being down only 2 points.
Well, he's got to get going because he's got to get something sustained. And
not giving him that, and these angles are posing a problem for Juarez. So
standing flat-footed in front of him, Rocky caught up with the shot, and then
a number of guys are going to give him a problem because he has to overcome a little bit of a height and reach disadvantage. Bigger than him. And Barrera, 33% of his jabs. Juarez
whatsoever.
In the first fight, you could see that Juarez was...
Is Barrera with his combination. Juarez comes in and lets fly with a couple of shots of his own. Barrera holding him off with a jab. Rocky comes in and finally lands a left hook.
There's a good left hook. Well, better angles shown by Barrera in this fight, number 1.
He's just a very, very good fighter, and it's frustrating for Rocky because he's a terrific fighter in his own right, and he's having fits with this guy tonight.
He's leveled off in this fight, and Barrera has stepped up a notch.
He wants to push the fight. He's trying to push the fight, Dave. You know, I mean, there's an example of it here. This is a pretty good flurry. Here comes the bell to end round number 9. Again, the rounds have been very close rounds in a lot of respects, but official judges again are Chuck Giampa and Dave Moretti of the Nevada Commission and Hubert Min from Hawaii. I mean, you talk about ring generalship, it's been all Marco Antonio Barrera. Rocky has tried to chase him around at times.
Naseem Hamed fell.
Right eye practically closed of Rocky Juárez if it isn't tightly closed. Well, of course, if Barrera continues with the bell ending the 10th round, This is the 11th round at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas on the Mexican Independence Day weekend, and the Mexicans have turned out en masse. They love to come to Las Vegas. Good crowd here at the MGM Grand turning out. On my score sheet now, Dave, Juarez would need a knockout to win.
Setting over Juarez, who's been out-jabbed by a 2-to-1 ratio the entire fight. Also,
it's got to be frustrating fighting this guy, Barrera. He's the guy that smiles at you and then whip you. With Rocky Juárez since the beginning, you know he's well trained for this fight. He fought the guy once. He certainly should know how to fight him, but I mean, everything he said he was...
Barrera improved. Yeah. Barrera.
But here we are in the 12th round. Barrera doesn't have a mark on him. No nicks, nothing. And Barrera, if ever there was a time to be desperate, it's in the 12th round. But look at the movement of Barrera.
But here it's gone the other way. Barrera is like a train that left town. You could be over your peak, but you can be very close to it. And then was masterful boxing skills and made this fight simple, which is what trainers always tell fighters.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, and here in Las Vegas, where betting is legal, this is very close to an even fight. So a lot more of Juarez was expected, but it's Barrera who delivers, and he's still throwing stuff in at him after the fight.
All three to the winner by unanimous decision, and still WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, the babyface assassin, Marco Antonio